Hey guys, welcome back to Dueling Destination. So today I have something a bit of a change. This should be Market Watch episode 2. I'm just trying to keep it as constant as I can, and I just try to bring up points which I think are important. But for right now, I'd like to thank everyone that has been actually subscribing to my channel. We've been growing up, we're at 78 subscribers. I just need a few more so we reach the 100 mark. And I'd like to thank everyone for watching my videos. And I'm just doing this because I love doing this actually, and let's see if we can get to that 100 mark. That's just a milestone I'd like to get to, guys. And let me know in the comments down below what you'd like to see. I have a request for a Dark Lord deck profile. I'm gonna work very hard on it and try to get that out as soon as I can. So let's go right into the market watch, guys. So I've been watching the market very closely for the past few days, and I don't know if anyone else knows, but at the time of recording this video, the ultra rare Dingirsu, the Orcus of the Evening Star, is actually the highest priced card right now on the new set. This is something I never seen before. I've never seen a secret rare lose so much value that you have the ultra rare being the #1 card. Even though this is an amazing set and it gave a lot of playability to a lot of rogue decks with the Mystic Mind, Crackdown, and other cards. But having the Orcus Evening Star being one of the main cards of this set, and just keep in mind that in just a few weeks they should have the special edition coming out, and a lot of people are actually going to be buying the special edition because it does have the V Jump promo in there, so we gotta look out for that. Not V Jump, I'm sorry, it's a Shonen Jump promo. So you have to consider that the price of this might go down because there's going to be way more on the market. And as you continue going on down, we have the Ghost Sisters. This has not been seen much play in the competitive scene, but if you do get an opportunity to pick these up, I believe that you should pick up at least a playset of this just to keep in the side, because you never know, later on it might actually have some relevant use in the meta in the future. This no material card is something that I personally want to pick up for myself, and I think that everyone should start picking it up, even though it's something conditional. As you guys may have heard or seen, Konami actually took out a video emphasizing the uses of this card. So knowing Konami, they probably have something coming up that this is going to be very useful. Another underrated card I know is Turbine. Burning Abyss have not been making any like big splash or anything big in the scenes, but you never know because Burning Abyss is like a sleeper deck, and with having Turbine out right now, this is just gonna take someone to just break the meta with this card, and this is gonna spike up. I think when this card reaches about 20 bucks, I'll probably pick up 2 of them for myself. Silent Manning is another important card that you have to consider, because with the new Link 5 Cyber's Monster, this is gonna be a staple in that deck. Just having the ability to actually search them out is gonna be something great. So I have my 2. I'll try to trade so I can pick up 1 more, and that should be good enough because I do play Salamangreats at the moment. So that should be very useful for me. And as we go moving along, we have the Mekk-Knight Custodia Arthur Max. I'm sorry if I butchered that. Sometimes I just blank out. Anyways, so we have here this card reaching at least, I'll say, $15 within a few days. This is a very powerful card, but people can't seem to find space in the extra deck for it. So this is an amazing set. Like I said, it gave you great staples, but the prices have been tanking since it came out. That we have the ultra rare being the #1 price card here, the most expensive card. So if you do have this, guys, I don't know if you want to sell it, get rid of it, or play the deck. If you're going to a tournament this weekend, you should probably play it, but after, try to get rid of it because there's gonna be an unlimited printing of this coming out soon. So let's move on. As we move on, we go to another amazing, I would like to say one of the best booster boxes that came out recently, and that's a Soul Fusion, because this brought us some of the main decks that we are actually using right now. We have the danger cards. These are staples in almost every deck as being some powerful engines and gives you so much more versatility in your play. But having Snake at about $51, let's say $52, is something in the more expensive side, but For the most part, cards here have been going down, so if you can pick up some of these, I would say you should. But even though the dangers are actually going to be reprinted, as I believe in the Mega Pack, yeah, it's Mega Pack for 2019, so the Mega Tin, just look out for that one. I'll give you more information as I get them. And also we have Trap Tricks. Trap Tricks is something that has been seen used in the Mystic Mine deck, but just at 1 or 2 copies, so this price is actually too inflated for this card. I wouldn't pick this up right now. I'll do it till it probably goes down to like 25 or something. And another main deck that's actually making a splash in the meta is Thunder Dragon. Thunder Dragon has become something more on the budget side. It is still kind of expensive, but it is relevantly budget considering the price that it was before. So Thunder Dragon, because this guy actually has his ultimate rare printing, this lost some value already. But if you have an opportunity, I would say yeah, you can pick up Thunder Dragon as being something that can actually get you your impact. And for the last card for this set, well, second count to last card, it's the Chaos Dragon Leveneer. Leveneer is something very powerful, and a lot of people are sleeping in this card because this guy can actually be splashed in a lot of Chaos decks, Dragon decks, Orcus decks, because Orcus decks use a lot of Dark Monsters also, and they can manipulate their graveyard and their banish zone. So I would actually try to main this in my Orcus. And for another Orcus card, we have here Orchestrated Return. This is a card you just use one of. In my personal build, I just use one of them. If you want to use more than one, I see it's a little bit cloggy, but it's up to you and your personal playstyle. So I would just use one of this card. And for the $10 mark, it's a secret rare that just came out in Soul Fusion. I see it's pretty fair. You might be able to pick this up at like $8, so just keep that in mind. As we go to another main set that actually shaped the meta for us, we have Dark Sabers. And Engage being a $45 card, this is still one of the best and top contender in the meta right now, as the Sky Striker deck, even though it got hit, the Kagari was hit at 1. This deck did not slow down, it just adjusted and got better. But remember that this is actually going to be reprinted in their new Battles of Light Revenge, which should be after National Season. So it's gonna go down, and after National, a lot of people are gonna be selling. I can see this card go down to about $25 or $20. That's gonna be a drastic, like a 50% price lower on this card. And another card that we're not too sure if it's gonna get this reprint is Sky Striker Mecha Widow Anchor. Widow Anchor is something that Sky Strikers use a lot and is very strong in the deck, but I can see this card getting a reprint. So this is the main sets that I've been considering, and another actual main set that really set the bar up for the meta is this Cybernetic Horizon booster box. Borosoul Dragon is still a $70 card, guys. This guy actually is seeing meta play, but not in every deck, and you gotta consider that sometimes having this guy and Borosoul is up to your personal preference in how you actually want to handle or take advantage of the situation. But I personally like my Borosoul, but I can afford that. I can't afford a Borosoul, so that's just up to me. But whoever can, this is a $70 card that is already confirmed for a reprint. So just keep that in mind. And if you have any regionals or YCS coming up or tournaments in a whole and you want to use this card, that's fine. But right before the Mega Pack and the Battles of Light coming out, you probably just want to get rid of this card to make some money on that. And we have the danger cards that seem to be everywhere in the price. The price of Nessie is like $50, $54, and we have Jackalope at about $27, $28. So just look at the playset of Nessie and Snake, you're looking to about $400, guys. With Jackalope, you're looking at $450. That's pretty expensive for just an engine in a deck that is gonna get a reprint soon. I believe that this reprint here is just something we need, and it's gonna happen. Other than that, we have Bigfoot at $16. Bigfoot is one of the underrated cards in the whole danger archetype, as Bigfoot has a lot of playability, and sometimes this guy is just something that helps you get over boards, and you should consider picking up Bigfoot, but wait for the reprint. We never know what's going down. If you're a budget player and you want to play dangers, just wait a little while and you should be able to play the best deck that you soon want. Now, I just wanted to reflect back that these sets that we just saw were newer sets, but if we go back to some amazing sets that actually shit the meta for us, that brought a lot of amazing cards and some cards that are now banned, I would be talking about Extreme Forces. Extreme Forces was something that when we just got Link Monsters, everyone was all excited for, and the prices went down crazily. But now I've been really looking at this, and Extreme Forces, the most expensive card, yes, is Saruja, the Skull Dread, which had its mega pack reprint, but it's still at $27. But what amazes me about this set is because it's a money card set. This card has like the Mythical Beast, Master Cerberus. This is a card that's used still in the meta in the Endymion deck. And it's at $14. We have the Triple Burst Dragon at $14. Call by the Grave at $12, $13. Electromite is at $8. You have a lot of value in this set as a whole. The first page here we have Inspector Border. It's at almost $7, and another Mystical Beast. It's almost at $7. So the first page has a bit more value than some other sets that are out right now. And this has been out for a good while. So I really enjoyed this set. This was one of the sets I first opened in my channel. Now let's talk OTS. OTS is something that everyone goes to their OTS store, goes to the locals and tries to pick it up and play. I personally enjoy getting my OTS back and seeing if I pull something good. Sometimes it's not the best stuff, but you can always use it for trade, and people are always looking for stuff to trade. But for now, if you pull a Galatea, I would advise you to please get rid of this, sell it, because OTS 10 packs are still in circulation. And if you're not playing Orcas, or you do want to play Orcas but within a budget, you can actually get rid of a Galatea and pick up the whole deck pretty cheap. Just a few cards that you're gonna probably need. If you sell your Galatea, you can actually pick up 2 of the Dingrisu that you actually need for the deck. Galatea came out in a super rare print, and you can use that. Now as we move on further on, we have Thunder Dragon Colossus. Colossus is at a $50 markup price, which is fair, I believe, because the secret rare printing is at about $28, which isn't bad. So we're talking about a $20 difference here, and having Thunder Dragon Colossus at this price isn't bad, but I'd probably get rid of it if I pulled it. And Hayate being at $32 should be a pretty good pickup if you're playing Sky Strikers. But for now, Sky Strikers, I think they're gonna go down in value as the reprints are coming up. But a card that interests me a lot is Sunlight Wolf. It has its super rare reprint here, and Salamangreat is still a top contender in the meta for this year right now, and you have the rares for about $2-3. You should just pick up the super rares. But one card I see a lot of people get rid of that I'm trying to pick up as much as I can is Jisukuru, the Star Destroying Kaiju. This guy is just a hidden gem. Kaijus always go up in price, so, and this being one of the strongest Kaijus out there, you should pick this guy up. You should probably get some of this. And now let's move on to another OTS pack. As we see here, Stratos, Elemental Hero, is something that was based on the GX era, but a lot of fans came from that era. A while ago, while Stratos was banned, there was always people saying free Stratos, and now that Stratos is free, no one wants him. Hey, if you have the opportunity to trade for Stratos or pick it up in any other way, like purchasing it online or pulling it from your OTS pack, you should actually hold on to Stratos. I can see Stratos being one of the money cards later on in the future, so Stratos would have more value than the other cards that came in OTS. We have Sky Striker Ace. This is one of the Sky Striker's main boss monsters right now. This gives him actually a lot of playability. I played some Sky Striker matchups with the new ban list up, and this guy is very important on there. I'm thinking of actually trying to cherish this guy, because with one Kagari and without this, it's gonna be pretty hard for them to play. And another card that is very under the radar, I would say, is Trickster Lycurus, because Trickster did not get hit in any way or form for the last, I would say, 4 ban lists that they've been out. I hope I have that right, but Trickster is still at full power. They are very annoying, and with the new time rules and having Trickster, oh man, it just gets crazy sometimes. They spam the board, they can OTK you, And with the Droll and Reincarnation unlock, it's still a thing. Imagine losing all the cards and you get Droll and Lockbird with it, and you can't draw any more cards. It's very bad. And right now, a lot of decks are actually drawing and searching cards without having the help of their opponent. So just hit it at the right time and you can clear the board before the game even starts. Super Poly. Super Poly was a card that came out super rare in OTS 9. A lot of people did not want this card, and now it's at $11 because it's one of the best side deck cards in the meta. But there are other printings of Super Poly that you can actually get a bit cheaper. So if you want to play Super Poly Super, you can go ahead. It's about $10, but I'll take it the cheaper ones. Looking at some other cards here, we have Jordan Lockbird. Jordan Lockbird, like I said, is still one of the best hand traps in my opinion, because it slows down a lot of decks and it just keeps the match in an even playground. But if you add Julian Lockburn with Reincarnation, then we have a problem there. That's just too broken. Kagari went down crazy in price, but not as much I would assume, because the market price was at $24, but it's not like $22, which isn't bad. But you just need one Kagari. Yeah, I would probably just pick one up, even though I don't play Sky Striker, just because I like how it looks. A card that I think that I would really want to invest in and I try to get is a playset of Scapegoat. Yes, Scapegoat is that one, but just having this card because I'm a big Joey fan. Joey Wheeler is one of my favorite anime characters in Yu-Gi-Oh! And hey, this was one of his main cards. I like Scapegoats a lot too, so it's like Scapegoat and Jinzo. Those are my mains. But yeah, we have here $20. If you see them around, guys, you should probably pick them up. Another set that I was thinking about was the Megatins. The Megatins for 2018 last year still hold a lot of value. It wasn't the best Megatins, but you can see Saruja and all the cards that I told you about. We have Evenly Match reprinted here at $12, which is almost the same price as the Tool Power reprint, guys. And Evenly Match is a great card. This is good against Salamangreat, Mystic Mine. This is good against Pendulums. It has a great matchup against a lot of decks right now. Even going second, even though you gotta give up your battle phase, having evenly match your opponent gives you an advantage to set up later on. We have Borrow Load here at $11. This card was up to $60 before. Now it's like $11. Everyone should have one. And with the new alternate art that came out in Dual Power, it's about $8. So you gotta just make sure you try to pick up those as soon as you can. One card that I think people are sleeping on, which is going to be controlling the game soon, is the Bomber Dragon. Bomber Dragon has a lot of power that people are sleeping on. I'm looking at the Megatin version here, but let me look at the how many reprints we have of this set. We have actually just 2 prints, right? We are looking at a price of $630, $650. Yeah, about $6. You can pick this up right now, guys, for $6. I'd probably advise you guys to get this. You can play this Orcus, is very strong. I see Sky Striker starting to play this, and it gives them a lot of help because you gotta understand that this guy triggers when a card is summoned to a link point, where it doesn't have to be his link pointer, but it can be your opponent's link pointer, and it still triggers the effect. So that is amazing. It gives you a lot of field control, and with the Orcus spell card that gives your Orcus monster the ability to have it as a quick effect, you should consider this, guys. This is going to be a game changer, and this can actually balance out the game for you. Another card that I think people should start picking up, which is starting to see a bit of hype. I picked these guys up for when they were like 75 cents. I got a Seeker Ears, I got a play set. Actually, I have 5 copies. I traded this past weekend for some. It's Unending Nightmare. Unending Nightmare has a lot of versatility in this format right now, and it gives you just the playability to play around Mystic Mind Burn. And just having that in your arsenal helps you a lot, because you don't have to depend on just drawing onto your Twin Twister or MSD and then you're going for a 1-4-1. This guy is going to make you lose a bit of life points, but you're going to be able to destroy Wave Cannon, Mystic Mine, a lot of cards that slow you down. You can actually get rid of this, and this has an amazing Pendulum matchup. If you're afraid of a Pendulum deck, just get this guy in your side deck, and when you go to game 2, side this in, go first, and blow them away. They have almost no outs to this card. It's very hard for them to even out this guy, and if they do, they're gonna lose so much resources, guys. So This is an underrated card. We have this at almost $4, but there is an ultra rare copy at 50 cents. You can pick this up sometimes as in throw-ins in trade, so that's pretty good. A card that's been seeing a lot of play and a lot of hype. I actually got rid of a playset of this guy to get some other cards I needed because I already have my playset. I try to get rid of cards that I don't need and get cards that I actually need, but Twin Twisters are good, but I'm still consider playing MST. Yes, I'm an old school player, and MST seems to be a good value for me in the 1-for-1 aspect, because when I Twin Twister and they dark bribe me, or they're gonna Salamang Great Roar on me, and I lose a lot of value cards here. So if I go Twin Twister to Mystic Mine and they dark bribe, they have a bit more protection, and I lose 2 cards, they lose 1. But if I MSD it, we go 1-for-1 at that point, and I see what they have. So having this is good, but I'm still considering MST right now as being my main card. Look out for my new Salamang Great deck profile also. I'll try to post that up as soon as I can. One card that I have seen has a lot of play in the meta right now is Solemn Strike. Solemn Strike has some amazing playability right now, as it can counter the meta. It can actually stop a lot of plays. Imagine Solemn Striking the Phantom Knight Link monster. That's just gonna almost end their turn. They don't have much plays after that. Of course, they're gonna have 2 back rows that are probably gonna negate your monster effects, but even though they're gonna take the Dingrisu from the graveyard, it's still gonna be a 1-for-1 at that point, which Solemn Strike can just get rid of them. And I was playing Solemn Strike and Solemn Warning in my Salamang Great deck, but I was advised by a good player that having triple strike is kind of better than having 2 strikes and 1 warning, because they almost do the same stuff, and the normal summon is sometimes relevant that you want to get rid of it, but you pay a bit more life points, and right now a lot of people are depending on monster effects to actually trigger out. So even if you miss a normal summon and they play it and have their effect monster go off, you can strike them and lose less life points but still have the same outcome. Now guys, I just like to give you some advice here, and one card that I think is gonna be good and you should actually be picking up. I love this card. I've been playing this in my side deck. It's been working great for me, and I would advise you guys, if you have a chance, pick it up, and that will be Witch's Strike. Witch's Strike has 1 printing right now, and it's not gonna get a Megaton reprint. This is not eligible for it. This is one of the cards that are not gonna be the Megaton, and with having so many negates out here, yes, it's somewhat conditional, but you side this in depending on the deck you're playing against, like Subterra Altar guys, and if you're playing for someone's playing some Cyframe cards, and Solemn Strike actually has a lot of play right now. Yeah, you can special summon your monster, they Solemn Strike you, but you Witch Strike them and game's over. They most times they don't even have a comeback after this, so it's just at a market price of about $6. I would say if you can pick these guys up, you should. I started picking them up. I already have my playset, and it's been working amazingly for me, guys. Well, that's the market watch. It's a bit on the longer side today, but I hope you guys like it. And remember to like, subscribe, and share with your friends. That help me grow to 100 subscribers as we keep growing, guys. Well, I'll see you next time.